Hey guys, I'm back with another speed build, and today I decided that we're going to build a historical looking home in Brindleton Bay. I never know what to do on these lots because I feel like they kind of look weird with their placement. I don't know, that might just be me. But I thought they kind of looked like an interesting spot to put a historical type of home. It kind of reminds me of a town near me that has a bunch of older houses, so I thought we'd try to build something that looked like it belonged there, and I ended up liking the final result. It was kind of cute. I really had a rough time picking out the right windows, though. I liked these older looking windows, but the coloring just wasn't right, and I ended up changing the colors of things a whole bunch of times before I found what I decided I actually liked. I was also getting really annoyed that I couldn't put a column in the middle of that balcony I'm making. I ended up just not putting one like anywhere in the middle, but it looked weird and I don't know, it bothered me. But it is what it is. So I'm kind of just trying to pick all the doors. I'm building the front of this house first to kind of get a good feel for what I want to do, and then I go in and change the rest. But that's I guess how I normally do things anyway. And I'm using some of this nice brick. I feel like I never build brick houses in The Sims because I feel like they always look weird. So I'm messing with this roof, trying to make it look right. I thought I was going to have a rough time with it because the house was a little bit of a weird shape, but it came together really easily and fast. And then I kind of just changed the shape in the back a little bit so it wasn't just a box in the back, because that just doesn't look great in The Sims, even if that's how houses are in real life. And I went pretty light with the landscaping, maybe not pretty light. I'm doing my classic shrubs everywhere to line the house, but I feel like it was really fitting for this type of home. And I wanted a fence all the way around, but I felt like it looked a little blocked in, so I just did a little one. And then I ended up making the yard actually a little smaller because I didn't feel like landscaping this huge yard. So, I made it a little smaller, and that's just the way we did it. Now I'm working on the layout of the downstairs of the house, trying to get everything the way I like it, and decided to put balconies off the back. And I was really upset when I finished and do the layout. I couldn't get a way to access the top balcony that looked right. I put that door up there, but then I ended up moving it because I think it was in a bathroom. But you could always put a smaller door if you wanted to be able to use it, but there's a lot of balconies in this house, so it really just didn't seem necessary. It was more just for a decorative look. Sometimes it's like that. And here I am working on the upstairs layout, trying to figure it out. I wanted this house to have a lot of bedrooms, but I ended up only having 3 bedrooms. But that's probably more than enough. Who really needs more than 3 bedrooms in a house in The Sims? Not very many people. And I'm trying to do the front. I didn't want to use that plain mailbox I always use, but I ended up using, I don't know what mailbox that's from. Get Together, maybe? Yeah, well, it seemed older looking and fitting. And now I'm making this little first patio for a chess table. I like to put skill items on patios so they're not just empty. A lot of times I'll put chairs on them, but no one ever sits out there. It's more for decoration. So, if you put a skill item, it's a little more useful. I was going to put an easel, but I ended up making a whole art room in this house. I figured maybe the Sims that lived here were artists. I don't know. My Sims always paints a lot because, easy way to make money. And I really wanted to use these rose bushes, and I was having such a rough time fitting them in anywhere, and I ended up putting them in the house in the back later. But, they just weren't working out in the front. Here I am trying to use them again. I ended up just doing really basic looking landscaping to kind of fill these corners. I didn't really know what to do. I'm pretty bad at landscaping, so, here I am, classic just hedges. But once again, it looked kind of cool for a historical home. I feel like you'd see that. And I really wanted to use this fountain somewhere, so I figured we would just shove it in the backyard. I didn't really put much stuff in this backyard. Here I am putting those rose bushes I wanted to do in, kind of centered around this, and I was going to put them all the way around, but then I realized you couldn't get to the rest of the yard, so I just kind of made a path that went to nothing. So if you wanted to put something in the yard, if you wanted to plant something, or I don't know, whatever you wanted to put there, you could. Now I'm going around and putting lights everywhere so you can see what you're doing. And some railings on the stairs and picking the flooring out. I couldn't decide what I wanted. I think I ended up picking, this patterned wood. I don't know. I like this flooring, kind of. I feel like it only works in older homes though, so luckily that's what I was building. And I'm putting the tile in the bathrooms. I don't like any of the tile floors in The Sims 4. I feel like there's nothing plain enough. I did this beigey one in this house, but I don't know. It's still not my favorite. But, that's what we have to work with, so that's what I had to do. And then bathroom walls I also really struggle with, because I feel like making a whole bathroom tile just looks bad. And I ended up putting this, like, wallpaper in the bathrooms, which I guess would fit in an older house, but in, like, more modern houses, I never know what to do. I always just do, like, gray walls in bathrooms. Does anyone else struggle with that? Because I do. Now I'm adding some lights around on the outside so you can see. I think I ended up getting rid of that one I put on that top patio in the end, but, you know, that really doesn't matter. And I'm decorating this little, I don't know what you'd call it, like, patio entryway. I just threw a bench in there. I think I put a rain umbrella thing in later. I'm working on this downstairs bathroom. I figured I would do 2 full bathrooms since I made them larger bathrooms. I was going to put laundry in, but I decided against it because when I was playing with laundry is really annoying. I threw a fireplace in this room. I figured it would make it a dining room, and it was kind of, like, awkward to have this little nook there. So I thought it would be a good place to put a fireplace. It was still kind of an awkward looking space, but that's just how it is sometimes. I wasn't the most happy with this room. I feel like it looked maybe too old. I wasn't going for this, like, super old look that I ended up picking, but it's what I just started going with. So that's how it went. I put this little bar area over in the corner because, you know, who doesn't want to have a nice bar in their dining room? Yeah. And just adding some plants to fill space because that is what I always do. I love plants, but I love plants in real life too. I have a lot of plants in my house, so it's all good. I'm working on the kitchen. I actually really like this kitchen. I wasn't sure what I was going for with it at first, and it was a little boxy, so I added this little, I don't know what you'd even call it, like the counter wraps around a little bit, and I think it looks actually pretty cute. It kind of reminds me of the house my great-grandmother used to live in. She had a little counter that did that, and it was really, like, yeah, so I'm just decorating. I ended up putting a good bit of clutter in here. Oh, I had to move the fridge because I realized there was no room for a trash can, and I just moved things around a whole bunch until I got it to work just right. So I shoved it in the corner there. I did not test play it. It should work. I mean, there's a trash can outside if it doesn't, or you could just move it. It should work though. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. Don't worry about it, guys. It's all good. Your Sims will throw their trash away, no problem. Now I'm just pulling out clutter. I put a good bit of clutter in this kitchen. Not too much. I don't like over cluttering kitchens, but I also don't like under cluttering them because I feel like they just look kind of blank, and I didn't want that. So I put some appliances in. I got a dishwasher, a microwave, coffee maker, you know, all the necessities. And threw some bar stools in here in case your Sims want to sit there. I don't know. You know, I wanted to put a rug in, but it just, I don't know, it wasn't working out. So never mind about the rug. Now I'm changing out some lights to put some different lights in that aren't those bright overhead light things. And then same with the living room. I originally didn't want to go for like a really old style, but I just, like, everything else I made old style, so it kind of just had to be like that. Oh, and sorry about the camera bugging out for a second. I didn't cut that out, and I'm not going to now. Oh well. Yeah, I've been having some issues with starting up this whole YouTube channel and getting my videos to work right, but I think I've got all my problems solved now. We'll see. Oh, here I am trying to put this plant in this pot. I never used this pot, and I really liked it, and I wanted to plant in there, and I had to just find one that fit just right. And I ended up with that tall, skinny-looking plant, and it looks, alright, I guess. Kind of looked a little weird, but I think I got it, like, in there so the pot wasn't poking out. So, yeah, that's, cool Sims hacks. Alt placing. Then I went and threw this little sign in the kitchen, because little chalkboard signs in the kitchen are cute, in my opinion. And some random clutter for this living room. I didn't know what to do with this space, so I just threw a bunch of random stuff in. Then we made a little patio. I was really upset. I wanted this patio to be off the kitchen, but it wasn't, so yeah, that's how it had to be. And then I thought we'd make this little space up here a little office-y type of space, since this hallway had just a ton of extra space. Seemed like a good spot to throw a computer in and a bookshelf, you know, all your sim necessities. Because once again, I made the one bedroom a art studio type of thing. And I opened up the balcony, yeah, to downstairs. This bathroom, I decided to do this one in blue, so it wasn't just identical to the downstairs one, because a lot of times I just make all the bathrooms the same, because I don't like decorating bathrooms in The Sims. It's boring. And onto this bedroom, I wasn't sure where I was going with this. I changed it a lot, and then the ceiling was glitching out too, so I had to fix that. But this bedroom, I decided to do a girl's bedroom, and I was really torn. I was going to make it like kind of a more basic bedroom. Maybe it was like a grandma's house and their grandchild came to visit. And then at one point I just completely, I think right here, I completely changed my mind and decided we'd go with like a really girly room. And this girl does live here, I guess, because it's really personalized, it's really cluttered. It's really cute. I really like doing kids' bedrooms in The Sims. I feel like there's a lot of fun stuff to throw in them. Like that little Girl Scout thing, or what, I don't know what it's called in The Sims, I forget. I never actually make my Sims do that, but I like that item. And some random just wall clutter all over the wall, because that's fun, and that's why I like the kids' rooms, because there's so much stuff you can just throw in there that doesn't fit in other spaces. Lots of posters, fun stuff. So I think this room looks really cute when it's done, really accurate to what a child's bedroom would look like. And here I am working on this art studio. I put these canvases in and these canvas racks and some random books and newspapers on the floor to protect your nice wood floor from your paint. And then I really like that leather armchair, so I just put that in there. And now I'm working on the master bedroom, which was a super awkward shape. But at the same time, I feel like old houses always have super awkward bedrooms. I live in an older house, and the master bedroom in my house is really weird shaped, so it kind of fit the vibe, I guess. And I went with this like purple theme. It didn't really, I don't know. Oh, the only curtains that fit right were these curtains, and I always use them in white, and I really just didn't want to use white, so I did purple and figured we could pull that off. Everyone likes purple. Well, maybe not everybody. I like purple. It's not a bad color. Yeah, guys, I'm weird. It's okay. So I'm just putting some clutter on this dresser, and I'm just putting some clutter on this dresser. And I'm trying to find some random stuff for the wall, and I ended up with this picture, which doesn't necessarily fit, but it is what it is. Anyway, so now I'm just decorating this last balcony to kind of match the theme of the master bedroom, and that is it, guys. Now we're on to the screenshots. Please give me a like and a comment and a subscribe if you want to see more awesome speed builds. Thanks for watching, guys.